What is going on, guys? It has been a minute since we made a video, but I got a good one coming for you. It's winter time, and it's about that time to finally tear the good old Cummins apart. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just got hellacious oil leaks out of the front main seal and a couple other places, which should be expected for 600,000 miles. So I'm not going to do a full rebuild unless it needs it, but got the motor out, got the transmission out. While it's out, we're going to redo a bunch of wiring that's just been thrown together over the years as I've added stuff from the first time I built it. And then I'm going to put a brand new power-driven diesel head on it because this one I'm sure is cracked through and through. I'll find out once I get it off. But yeah, it's already started, and it went pretty well. The hardest part was getting the shifter off of the ZF6. For some reason, the bolts were seized up, but guess I need to use some of that anti-seize. But you live and you learn. Anyways, we're gonna get into it and show you what I got so far. Here we go. Engine and transmission is out. As you can see, it is dirty. Woo! I mean, just caked. And here you can see a power steering pump. For anyone who didn't know, I do not run a vacuum pump. It is just a power steering pump. Great add-on to get rid of that leaky vacuum pump because you don't need it because the Ford has one right over there. But anyways, yeah, I got some wiring I want to clean up. You know, that's going on my air compressor, my train horns, one wire for reverse switch from the transmission. I got air hose going on my exhaust brake, you know, just a bunch of stuff. And then over here is where I got all my relays to run everything. And then there's my solenoid for my exhaust brake, and then a bunch of sensor wires and stuff that I'm just going to clean up and make all pretty nice for when I go back together with it. And here's the original harness that I made. It doesn't look too bad, it's just dirty. So I'm going to go through and relume it and make it pretty. And while it's apart, I'm going to go ahead and put a brand new AC compressor on it because that's the original one from 1998. It's still kicking. Anyways, here's the motor, engine, whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, there it is in all its glory. 600,000 miles, and she is dirty. I mean, just look at that. And that's the second front main I've put on it, so I think I'm going to have to do a wear sleeve, but we'll see. And then South Bend dual disc clutch, doing great. And the oil bypass, which I highly recommend for anybody. But yeah, for right now, I'm gonna go get the tractor, pick this thing up, take it outside, and we're gonna power wash it before I take the head off. Guys, got the engine out here. It's on, well, my tractor. So I'm going to get the power washer out here and get it all cleaned up. I'm not too worried about getting water inside of it because, like I say, the dipstick tube and all that, because I am going to pull the pan. I got to redo my second turbo oil drain there. I'm going to put it up higher and do an AN fitting, and then so I got to pull that anyways. And yeah, because it's leaking under there too, so got to do all that. So I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, I think it'll be all right. But look how dirty that is. Whew, just nasty. All right, just got done power washing. It's clean, but it definitely ain't perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did. The oil pan I'm gonna have to do off. I'm gonna have to get that thing sandblasted. That stuff's like a rock. But the block is pretty clean. The P-pump is clean-ish. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it off yet or not, but got the front clean. You can see the front cover and the housing. Yeah, pretty good. I'm not too worried. Once I get the head off, I can really clean it. I'm really wanting to get the head off to see how the cylinders look after 600,000 miles. So that'll be the big test. But here we go. We're going to move it inside and get it pulled. So I got all the rockers off and all the head bolts. And mind you, I didn't have head studs in this truck. I had Mighty Diesel $175 head bolts. And they have been fantastic. Like I said, this motor's got 600,000 miles on it. It's had those in it since about 450. And I'd run 40 pounds of boost, 40 pounds of drive pressure all day at 1050, 1100 EGTs, pulling, you know, weighing total 40,000 pounds. And I'd do it for hours and hours and hours hauling cattle and equipment. And they did great. Never had the head lift. So, and I tell you, they were harder to get out than they were to put in. They were tight. I was honestly kind of scared they were going to break, but they didn't. So it's a moment of truth. Y'all are doing this with me. So I've never seen what this engine looks like underneath the head. Hang on, daggum things. That taken care of. Now let's get this head lifted off and see what we're dealing with. Woo-hoo. Here we go. There it is. It's the original 1998 head gasket. Looks pretty good so far. Let's see here. Well, where's the head gasket? Oh, it's still stuck to the... We'll have to jack it up some more and look at it, but let's look at the head here, or the block. Sorry for the lighting. Got these pretty good LEDs in here, but I didn't put very many in here because it's just the equipment shop. I didn't think I was going to be needing it, but let's look here. That's cylinder number 6. No cross hatching in that one. Look at that one though. Let's see. That one's got all the cross hatching. That one's got a little bit. That one's got some cross hatching. All in all, not too bad. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check the piston to wall clearance. I know we had a little blow by. It was only really apparent at idle. It was having a hard time idling, but once you got under throttle, it was great. So I'm gonna keep tearing it apart, and I'm gonna try to keep the bottom end together. I'd really like to get to 1,000,000 miles on the bottom end, but I don't know, that one having cross hatching and this one doesn't. I don't know. Let me see if I can turn the motor over here. Cylinder 6 has a little bit of cross hatching, not much. That one's got a bunch. That one's got some. Number 1, a little bit of scoring. Not really scoring, but just the cross hatching is wore out. So I don't know, we'll go from there. So I'm gonna soak it overnight in some oil so it doesn't rust up, and then we'll start over. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy, and we're gonna either rebuild this motor or leave it the way it is and just put a new head on it and go from there. So that's the process. Got to clean that next, ZF6, and then start on this. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.